This is Informed Choices, one of thousands of pro-life crisis pregnancy centres, or CPCs, in the country. They provide free health services to pregnant women, but they don't offer abortion. This is the first time they've allowed cameras inside their facility.
If you turn this way, I wanted to point out our promise. So this is something that our patients receive. We're going to treat you with respect. We will not pressure you. We will support you, and we will not lie to you.
You know, the "we will not lie to you" bit, why did that come about? Tell me about that.
Because I think there's a very untrue narrative that says, oh, don't go to a center like that because they're going to lie to you. I can absolutely say that's not who we are. We exist to help women imagine the possibilities of life. Let's now go into our examination room.
So if a woman comes in and she's pregnant and she decides that she wants to terminate that pregnancy, what happens in that moment in Informed Choices?
One thing we're absolutely clear about is that every woman has three choices, and every woman can choose to end her pregnancy, to parent, or to place her child for adoption. Those are the rights that we have in America.
But the state of California says CPCs frequently mislead women about what services they provide. That's why the state passed the 2015 FACT Act, requiring licensed CPCs like Informed Choices to post signs that tell women they can get access to low-cost or free health services from the state, including abortion. But CPCs don't think they should be forced to post those signs and have challenged the law in the Supreme Court, which is set to rule on the case any day now. I think for a lot of people, the idea of you putting up a sign that just says, hey, we don't provide abortions here, but if you do want to look for that, the state of California can offer you some other options. What is the fundamental problem you have with the idea of putting a sign up that
my fundamental problem really has nothing to do with abortion. It has to do with free speech. Essentially, we are being required to use the walls of our pregnancy clinic as advertising for the abortion industry. And I have a real problem with that.
But when I Googled abortion Gilroy, California, Planned Parenthood came up as number one. But Informed Choices came up as number two. But you guys don't provide abortion.
No, but we provide abortion information.
But one of the things that I think that your detractors say is that women who might be actually seeking an abortion service think that they could go to this kind of facility to actually receive an abortion.
And the way we mitigate that is to be very clear on our website, as well as on the information in our reception area. It says very clearly that we do not refer or perform abortion.
But Assemblyman David Chu, who wrote the FACT Act based in part on a report from an abortion rights advocacy group, wants CPCs to do more.
A crisis pregnancy center is a fake health center that purports to provide pregnant women who are in need of information services that assist them when they're pregnant. But in reality, they're run by extreme activists who are providing lies and misinformation. They will tell you that if you consider an abortion, you'll get breast cancer, you will become severely depressed, you'll never be able to have children again, you may become suicidal.
Why not just take away their licenses? If they are perpetuating this kind of fraud or giving medical misinformation, why does the state of California continue to provide them with medical licenses?
These clinics do provide some services, but our law is very simple. It simply says you need to provide a 1 or 2 line notice to someone who's walking in the door about whether a facility is licensed, or if it is licensed, what kind of services are available in California. That's it.
Now it's up to the Supreme Court to decide if that's legal. There is precedent for the California law. In some states, the government already compels speech about abortion. 3 states require doctors to describe ultrasound images to women before they can get an abortion. Others demand a discussion about adoption before a woman can end her pregnancy. It was a point Justice Breyer brought up at the Supreme Court oral arguments back in March.
If a pro-life state can tell a doctor you have to tell people about adoption, why can't a pro-choice state tell a doctor, a facility of whatever it is, you have to tell people about abortion?
Despite Justice Breyer's comments, Court watchers think there's a good chance the justices will rule in favour of CPCs, so they won't have to post signs about abortion services. But ironically, if the CPC side does win the fight in California, they could end up losing those anti-abortion gains they've made in other states.
So are you hoping in a way that your law gets struck down?
It's been pointed out that we might be winning either way. If the California law gets struck down, it opens up the door for constitutional challenges for all of those laws in all of those other states.